In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use the Divi Builder toggle module. The toggle module creates toggles that can be clicked, and when they are clicked, they open up and display a block of text. And they can be toggled opened and closed, and it's a great way to consolidate space on the page. For example, if you're creating an FAQ section and you want to have a bunch of questions here that when clicked reveal the answer, that's an example of how it might be used. And it's really just a way to consolidate space and make your page a little bit more organized. And like I said, you can there's two elements, a title and then the content text. And when the title is clicked, the toggle is opened and the content is revealed. So for example, I have a nice sales page here that I'm building. And at the bottom of the sales page, I would like to display some frequently asked questions. So hopefully that people who are on the fence about joining, they have some questions, maybe we can solve their problem right away instead of having to go through a conversation or even losing the customer altogether because they never contacted us and we didn't answer the question to begin with. So let's just create a nice FAQ section at the bottom of the page here below our testimonials using that toggle module. So I'm going to edit the page. And then towards the bottom here, I'm going to add a new section. And inside that section, I'm just going to add a 1-column row. And then I'm going to click the Insert Modules button and look for the Tab module, which is towards the bottom here. Or Toggle module, sorry. I'm going to click that Toggle module. And this will open up the Toggle module settings. And as with all Divi Builder modules, the settings are broken up into 3 tabs: General Settings, Advanced Design Settings, and Custom CSS. As a general rule of thumb, everything you need to build a really great page can be found inside the General Settings tab. But if you'd like to have even more control over the appearance of the module, then you can venture into the Advanced Design Settings, and this will give you full control over everything about the module's appearance. And there's just like all kinds of great customization options here. You can adjust fonts, font sizes, colors, font weight, letter spacing, line height, padding and margin. Just about anything you can think of can be done here inside the General Advanced Design Settings tab. Now, if you know CSS, you can also jump into the Custom CSS tab and apply custom CSS directly to the module or to elements inside of the module. And I have some really great tutorials that go over these advanced design settings and custom CSS, so I would encourage you to check those out. But in this tutorial, I'm really just going to focus on the general settings. So I'm going to head back to the General Settings tab here, and then we'll go over each of these in detail. First up is the title. And this is the title that is clickable and that when clicked will reveal the content inside of the toggle. So since we're creating an FAQ section here, I'm just going to add some basic questions that my customers might be interested in. And inside the content, I'm going to paste the answers. Now you can also adjust the default state of the toggle, whether it be closed or opened when the page is first loaded by the visitor. And in this case, I want to save space, so I'm just going to have them closed by default, and then they will be opened once the user clicks on the question. Now, if at any time you want to get a preview of what your module looks like while you're editing it, you can click the preview icon here, and that will launch the preview and it will display the module inside the parent section, and you can get an idea of what you've been building. And you can also bounce between our responsive design testing tabs to get an idea what that module looks like at different screen sizes. So I'm going to leave the preview. At the bottom here, we also have our admin label, CSS ID and CSS class, which we won't be using. And I'm going to save and exit. And then I'll update the page and we can take a look at our first toggle there at the bottom of the page. So scrolling down, we have our toggle here. It asks a question, can I use your themes on multiple sites? And then when you open it up, it reassures the visitor that they can use the theme on as many sites as they like. Next up, I will add a new module below that one. And it's you can always duplicate modules as well to kind of speed things up. So I'm going to duplicate this toggle and jump in and answer a new question. So maybe we'll change the question to what are Photoshop files? And then we can answer that question down here. I'm not going to bother typing out a new answer. You get the idea. And if we preview that, we'll see both toggles in our section here. We get an idea of what we're working with. And maybe for this one, I will have the default state open just to show you what that's like. So I'll save and exit, update the page, and we can refresh our front end page here. Scroll down, you'll see we now have two toggles. One is open by default, one is closed, and both of these can be open to close and closed by clicking on the title or the icon to the right of the title. So that's a basic overview of the toggle module's general settings. But before I end this tutorial, I just want to jump into those advanced design settings briefly to show you just how much can be done here. You can customize anything. So for example, I might want to change the title font and make it bold and all caps, or maybe even bump up the size a little bit. And if at any time you want to preview what you've customized, just jump into the previewer and you can see the changes I've made here. So I've made the title much bigger and bolder. I can also adjust the color if I want. So I might change the text color to white and then change the background color to something a little bit bolder. So I could change the background color to purple. You get a preview of that. You see now we have a purple toggle with white text. And we've completely changed the appearance. So like I said, there's really nothing you can't do with these advanced design settings, and you have complete control over the appearance of your module. And that is a basic overview of the Divi Builder toggle module.